Yo, what up, guys? How's it going, Trev? How's it going, Skytex? What up, what up? Found a little bit of clearing in the sky tonight. Hopefully it stays this way for a bit. Birds, bats, all kinds of stuff flying by tonight, though. How y'all doing? See if I get the chat popped out here real quick. Chat and it'll pop out. There we go. Yep, same perihelium. Yep, absolutely. Hi, Blue. How you doing? Yo, what's up, Jeremiah? This crappy rain. Man, the rain has just been relentless. It has been horrible. It has been absolutely horrible. Hi, Jennifer. Good evening. How are you? Hey, Root Bear. What's up, buddy? How's your night? See if I can auto adjust the color balance here. Make it a little easier on the eyes. How y'all doing, by the way? There we go, and here. There we go. Yeah, so much rain. It's been crazy. The rain has been so wild. Super wild. Hey, what up, Johnny? I see you, bud. Welcome in. How you doing? How's your night? Vincento, hey, welcome in. Good evening to you. We got just a little bit here with the moon. A little bit of time with the moon. Keep shaking the scopes. Yeah, it's really windy here, too. Does not want to give up. This weather is just being something. Look how crazy the atmosphere is, too. I don't know if you can tell very well. There's a lot of turbulence in the sky. Ton of turbulence. They are impacts, yeah. These are impacts on the moon. Beautiful impact craters on the moon. Hey, Earth, how's it going? How are you? Haven't seen clear sky in 4 days. It's been that way here. 80 degrees? No, Johnny, don't be coming in here saying all that wildness. It's only 48 degrees here. 6:30, of course, but 48 degrees here in Kansas City tonight. So far. It's only going to get colder. Here's some really cool mountain ranges if y'all want to see the mountains on the moon. Move the scope over just a bit here. Pull it up, and I'll try to get us a little bit more brightness here, too. Some really cool mountain ranges in this area here on the moon. This is going to be looking towards like the Sea of Showers. Need to get done. Oh, dang. Yeah, when you're smiling. On live or not? It is. Yep, this is the moon live. This is the moon live. No way a cow jumped over this moon. That's funny. It does not have an atmosphere. Yep. It does not. Hi, Karen. How are you? Yeah, the mountain ranges are actually really cool on the moon. Some of the coolest features on the moon for sure. I think, anyways. I think the mountains look awesome. I think it's some of the cooler features that we see on the moon. Jupiter not above the horizon yet. Ride Dog. Ride Dog makes the claim because he has so much knowledge in life. Poor Ride Dog. You're being mooned on YouTube. That's right. What up, OG? How you doing? It looks a little battered. Yeah, absolutely. Zoom out. This is the most zoom I got. We can zoom in. I can't zoom out, though. Let me see if I can adjust the brightness a little bit. There we go. Clear up our view a little bit here. That's the most I can actually zoom out on the camera. We can zoom in, but can't zoom out anymore. Oh, Ride Dog just keeps going down the same path. It's alright, Ride Dog. You can feel the way you want. Or I guess you can get booted by one of the mods too. Any average width in miles? About 20 miles roughly on average when we talk about the impacts on the moon. Nah, they ain't. What's that? The moon. We're looking at our moon right now. Our beautiful moon. Giant antlions. That's crazy. Dude, that'd be wild, dude. Yeah, that'd be really wild. There's a really cool feature right here. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick here. I'll zoom in just a bit. And if you look inside this impact crater here, it looks like there's like a musket or a sword. Can y'all see that? Looks like a musket or a sword inside this impact crater. It's caused by one of the fissures. That's a really beautiful area. This is C11. Using the C11 and the SV305 C Pro tonight. Are you doing M82 currently? Oh, that's awesome. That's super awesome. That's super awesome. Where's Wallace and Gomet though? That's so funny. That is super funny. At my cheese stores. What's up, Vincent? How you doing? How's your night? How you doing tonight? If I can come out, back out a little bit here. Really cool feature though. Almost looks like a musket on the moon. Neptune, not where I can get to it yet. Still daylight. Move to the left. This ain't your hometown there. I got you. What's the phase? The haze. It's the atmosphere. We got a lot of clouds still. Really like thin clouds going through. It's been super, super cloudy here. Like really cloudy here. Let's see if I can adjust the histogram now. There we go. Ease it up a little bit on our eyes. Just seen a white tint. Oh, that's crazy. Yep, this is the moon. Hanging out the moon right now. Hanging out with our beautiful moon. Yoshi. Telescope. Using the telescope. No, there's no tints on the moon. Let me pull out some of the brightness. Got a little bit carried away there, huh? That's a really beautiful area here. This is going to be the Sea of Tranquility right here. Let me pull it in. So this is going to be the Sea of Tranquility right here. On the top, where it almost looks like a boot coming out, that's going to be the Bay of Roughness. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in our atmosphere. There goes a bird. Birds. Crazy birds. Bizarre feeling being able to see large rocks or marines with this detail. Worth the humans we get to see. Oh yeah, for sure. How many times Earth is bigger than the moon? The moon's about a third of the size of Earth, roughly, about the same size of the USA. If you're talking about like the width of it. Yep, this is going to be the Apollo 11 landing site, right down here. Really cool, ain't it? Really beautiful area. I like the Sea of Tranquility. A lot of features to it. Almost bigger than your neighbor's forehead. Why? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's going to be the Sea of Serenity right here. Looks almost like a seashell. Which right next to the Sea of Showers, where you find all these crazy mountain ranges up in here. Even the highest mountain peaks right here as well. Even the highest mountain peaks are right here. No, this is my stream. Just mine. Pin up to tonight, Roman, please. I'm not too sure yet. Honestly, I'm not too sure. With the clouds, I'm not sure how the night's going to go. I just found a little bit of a clearing time, and I was like, man, I see the moon. Let's go for it. Let's grab the moon. So I was just excited to get out here and see the moon, to be honest. It's been so cloudy here in Kansas City. This telescope C11. What temperature on the moon's surface? It can range from about 250 degrees, and it drops down to about negative 220, negative 230 degrees. And that's a side facing us. As the sun comes around, obviously it's very hot, and as the night phase comes around, it gets really cool. Why the flag moved? Because they put a metal rod on the top. I think you should watch the video. Like, I'm not the person to ask. Obviously, I wasn't there. I find it very clear why it moved, but I think you can look at the actual video and find your own definition to why it moved, rather than just kind of go on with something in a biased term. Actually look at it yourself and then see if you can figure out why it moved. I mean, that's on you to do. You have an observatory. I do. This is out of an observatory here. About the craters on the moon? What about the craters? That's the question. I guess we'll go down that method. Most of the impacts that we see, though, come from asteroids, and even you had had comets, and now we have space trash. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's right, Yoshi. I think that's where you got to be. You can't go in with like a biased context, but if you go watch the video, and then you'll notice the metal rod on the top. So you would expect it to extend and be kind of waving because there's a lot less gravity. Over time, it did settle down. But I think that's something you definitely got to go see. Luna is the moon's name in Spanish. That would be correct. That would be true in Spanish. Moon's not hollow. No. Not hollow. Video or asteroid crash on the moon. There are. There are actually some. There are some. It's not hollow. The moon's not hollow. It has an iron core. Small iron core. It's relatively small, but there's an iron core. I think Grandma told me it was. Dang. Yo, what up, Bray? How you doing, buddy? How's your night, dude? Oh, that dude just got kicked out. That dude got kicked out. No, I'm a toenail eater. That's what we're coming down to. I'm just a toenail eater. Let me get a little bit more light here. You can actually see a little better. It is not hollow. You guys can keep claiming it's hollow, but at the end of the day, you probably can't even figure out why it wouldn't be hollow. I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, it's kind of a dumb concept to think it's hollow. It's kind of a silly concept because obviously you don't know science to be able to get to that thought, so whatever. Yo, Desi, how's it going? Hi, Sybil, how are you? Isn't it crazy to be able to see the moon? Not really. It vibrates. It doesn't ring like a bell, but it does have vibration when moonquakes occur, when it's impacted. We do see that. Saying it rings like a bell was like a misrepresentation, but it's just what it looked like through the seismograph. Is there a crack on the moon? There's not. We see fissures on the moon, kind of like what you see right here. You can see a valley. This is going to be the Alpine Valley, almost on the bottom side. Let me see if we can pull it up a little bit. But there's no actual crack on the moon. The moon is very beautiful up close. That's so true. Ah, I got you, Desi. Sounds good. So saying that there are large reservoirs of water ice on the far side. So near the bottom of the moon, we see a lot of ice near the south pole of the moon, where there's really deep impact craters, and the sunlight doesn't get there, and we see some ice water in there. Where's the man at? The man on the moon? It's a lot easier to see during the full moon. It's just so much easier to see in the full moon. Playing Eve online? What is Eve? Crazy people don't believe that. That's all good. It's up to people to have their own beliefs. I'm not going to try to like go for one thing. Mute me, you coward. No, my moderators did, probably because you're spewing nonsense or going down a conspiracy path with no knowledge of what you're even talking about. But you can go on. You can call me a coward all day long. Kind of shows why you got muted, I guess. Kind of puts you in that spot, don't it? Kind of puts you in the position of why you probably got muted. That'd be my guess. I reflect the sun's light, or does it also reflect other stars' light? It reflects the sunlight, but it also reflects what we call earthshine. It's the light that bounces off our atmosphere from the sun and hits the moon. It can also do it and vice versa too. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is a telescope. We'll get the moon's light or glow. The sun reflecting off of it. Just the sun. You might enjoy it. The game Eve. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure what the game Eve is. I've never played or seen that one. Americans didn't land on the moon? Okay, cool. Okay, so this is why people normally get kicked out, because Barry thinks that somewhere another 500, 600,000 people can hold the same secret. That's pretty crazy, man. The country that we go against even confirms, but you're the only one that does it. That's pretty wild. Do you think aliens exist? I think it's probable. I think it's a high possibility that aliens do exist out there based on sheer number. So you can mute people. Moon's on its light. Gotcha. You think the moon's its own light, and you think that's what he died for? Dude, that makes you kind of a little bit crazy there. There's a huge difference in this, and one that you're trying to say it's its own light goes into its own conspiracy of itself. It just shows the ignorance of what you're trying to say. There's one thing that he would also call out is when someone speaks ignorance, and I'm going to call you out on that as well. You're speaking ignorance for sure. What Chris says when showing you the moon for free? Imagine being so bad. I know. It's how people get it. Is it an alien emoji? Yes, no. I think it's just how we see stuff when it comes to stuff like oh yeah, let me show you this kind of guy, by the way. Let me go ahead and post his message there. So you guys can see the kind of individual that one is for sure. And that's probably why you get muted a lot and put in timeout like a little kid. That's probably why it happens quite often. Is this fake? No, it's a live view. Look at the moon live. Moon definitely is not its own light. It reflects about 12% of the sunlight from it. Gets the moon's glow. Why isn't it yellow? Why would it be yellow? The sunlight's not yellow, it's white. Another one for sure. Oh man, you guys are getting pretty crazy. You guys got to simmer down a little bit. Can you see through Atlas with the telescope? Here in November, we'll be able to see it. Hey, what up, Davids? How you doing, brother? Wait, is this real time? It is, yeah. That's a live view of the moon right now. Has the moon been impacted on the side that we see all the time? It's always impacted. That's correct. We see a yellow sun because of the atmosphere. That is correct. Yeah, Jeff's definitely kind of wild right now, for sure. But it's all good. Where's the moon in the sky? What are you doing, Desi? Yo, D-Viz. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. How you doing, by the way? How's your night? The moon, your buddy doesn't work, bro. And the moon, your buddy doesn't work. I don't know what you mean there. Honestly, I'm not sure what that means. Yo, what up, Mo? How you doing? Good evening to you. How's your night? I appreciate it, Johnny. What's the biggest crater in the view right now? Ooh, in the view right now? Honestly, it's going to be one of the seas that are in our view. So these seas, these dark areas, are going to be massive. Like this one here is the Sea of Tranquility. Yo, 20 after 4. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is the Sea of Tranquility. That's about the size of the state of Texas. Like this is massive. This is one massive impact crater that's filled up with solidified lava now. Again, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 gifted members. Why is every crater a perfect circle? Because the impact craters themselves that we see is going to be the secondary effect of what seismic waves are. And we see seismic waves usually come in circles. Does the moon phases affect emotions? Not that we've been able to find. There's no evidence that actually suggests it. Yo, we got clouds. Here comes some really thick clouds too. Can zoom in with our equipment before the turbulence makes the image useless. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The atmosphere has a massive role when it comes to how much you can zoom in for sure. Yo, Johnny, thank you so much for the 100. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, don't worry about it, Mo. I appreciate it. Honestly, just being here, hanging out, and enjoying the view. For sure. I think that's more important to me than most other things, obviously. Any gift or memberships or whatever we get here, it all goes back into the observatory to continue to do what we do, obviously. So in that form as well, I do appreciate that as we are able to continue to provide these type of views for sure. We're 70% water. Well, what's that have to do with anything? You change your attitude 2 times a day? Is that what you're suggesting, I assume? Been able to see 3i Atlas with your scope? Not yet. Not until November we'll be able to. I appreciate it, Jody. Thank you so much. Glad to have you, by the way. Who's the guy speaking? He sounds like a friend. Mark, who works in Microsoft True Story Number and verifiable. Nah, I don't work for Microsoft. I appreciate it, John. Don't worry about it though, brother. I appreciate it though. Lemon, stop being visible to us. I mean, it's gonna be a long time. We'll be able to see it here soon with this telescope. Be able to keep up with it. Was the moon landing real or fake? It was real. What do you think the sun that illuminates the luminary plasma that can actually see through in the day? What do you think it's the sun that illuminates this luminary plasma that... How do you realize what plasma is, right, Penny? Like you see a solid surface. Now you can see the shadow effects inside. Like I'm gonna put out your stupidity real quick. You can literally see the shadow effects in here and you think it's a plasma and it's an illumination, but you see the shadow effects inside the impact craters. I don't know like how dumb you could be to actually think that you're accurate in that. Like I honestly don't know where to take that. Like clearly some rocks are making some knocking noises in that house upstairs of you. Anyways, oh my goodness. Impact craters, there should be, oh, that went pretty quick. There should be a giant explosion of the moon all the time. What would you say giant explosions? We do see some ionization as it occurs, but large impacts don't happen all that often anymore. We only see it about once every 10,000 years. This alien's having a bonfire. Nice. About the moon's own light source. Yeah, I know. Some people are definitely wild. Some people get really wild for sure. It's kind of weird. You can actually look at the moon, see the different shadow effects and stuff inside the impact craters, and try to claim its own light. It's kind of wild. Look like alternators go down to the same depth. It's just perspective that we have. It goes down to the deepest impact crater, I should add, is about 7 miles, but it's just perspective what we have. Imagine something 238,000 miles away, and the depth of 7 miles just kind of makes it look wild. No, there's no gas on the moon. It don't illuminate itself. It's just a reflection of the sunlight. There goes a satellite, look like. Was that a satellite or was that a bird? I can't tell. It went by too fast. Might have been a satellite. Went by way too fast. Sure, the moon is not a battle station? Maybe. What strange thing that you've seen while observing the moon? People in my chat. Hi, what up, Christina? How you doing? Welcome back. Or did it float away at the story that it told us about being on the moon? No, the flags are still on the moon. They're observed from India, Japan, Russia, China. They still observe the flag on the moon, plus the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Got some thick cloud going through real quick. Go away, cloud. See if I can bring in some more brightness. There we go. The Earth should be protecting the moon. No, there's a lot of space in between us and the moon. So we're all in gutter, but some are looking at stars. Put it in the start though. Yeah, absolutely. No, moon, that's a space station. Nice. Matthew, I think your mom's calling you. I think you're supposed to go and wash your teeth and go to bed. How's the weather forecast there? Cloudy. It's cloudy tonight. We definitely got clouds forecasted tonight, but I thought it was awesome. I seen a little bit of clearing, so thought I'd jump in. Blue Jays or Dodgers? Honestly, I don't watch too much baseball, to be honest. Don't watch too much. Oh, thanks, sir. I appreciate it, bud. Welcome back, by the way. Did the moon spin at one point or always been locked? It's totally locked, but it does rotate, though. It does spin or rotate on its axis. Got holes in your logic? Which logic? Can you show us a flag of where it is? I can show you the locations where they're located if we didn't have clouds going through. We need a bird watching live, though. That's funny. Yo, what up, Neat Pete? How you doing, bud? How's your night? Can we colonize the moon? Imagine that fresh air. It'd be pretty wild, although I don't know if there's going to be fresh air on the moon, per se. You got to bring up some oxygen. Exactly as it orbits around Earth. That is correct. About 27.3 days, roughly. Or 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. Oh, you're a girl? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I always call everybody dude and stuff. It's just how I am. Too much Midwestern in me, for sure. And you're in Michigan. You should kind of catch that. Is this real footage of the moon? No, this is fake footage. I just put clouds in front of it. 1 2 time 4. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I always do. I call everybody dude, bud. Sometimes a bro. Desi's my bro. And the moon's slowly moving away from us. That is correct. It does move it away from us. Very slowly. Why it's not moving? I have a tracking mount. Right now we gotta wait for clouds to go through it though. Silly clouds. See if I can even bring in enough brightness to even see anything. That's a thick cloud coming through. Dom, what up, buddy? How you doing? How's your night, Dom? How's your night? How do you pronounce bro or bro? I call it bro. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. As the moon, the air can be extremely unpolluted and clean, fresh. I got you. They aren't right now, D-Vids. I actually have it, or I had it running, and it grabbed chat for a minute, then it just like gave up. I got some kind of error. I'll have to look and see what it is. I'll probably do that, like on a development stream, just a test stream. Looks like it tries to pull in chat. Oh, actually, no, I see it. All right, all right. Or not. Yeah, that's kind of coming through now. Hi, Mooncat. How you doing? How's your night? Your gender? I just don't get into all that crap. Honest, I don't get into all that. Perfection is relative. That is kind of true. The moon there to separate day and night based on its position? Not at all. We see the moon in the day as well. So I think it kind of takes out the idea of it. Does it separate day and night? Because we see it during the day. Like it's still kind of daytime for me. And I've seen it earlier today as well. The moon itself doesn't have an effect to like the night or the day. Obviously, it illuminates us more in the night, but it's a daytime and nighttime object. Thought she was a cat. That's horrible. People get pretty wild, for sure. People are definitely getting kind of wild. But what's yours? I need something to call you. Oh, Roman. You can call me Roman. 40 minutes later, every day, I think. Yeah, roughly. And it stayed out all day, yeah. What's this? The moon. We're looking at the moon. Hanging out with the moon. Snow, what up? How you doing? How's your night, bud? Get 10% of anything found on the moon. Is this live on the moon? It is, yeah. This is a live view of the moon currently. Live view of the moon and a little bit of clouds here near Kansas City. Silly clouds trying to push in on us. Cool moon, ain't it? We got a gorgeous moon. If there's anything I think everybody can agree on is our moon is awesome. Finally activated the eye, and honestly, I have no clue. Like my guess, and I don't work for NASA, so I don't know, but my guess would be that they want to collect samples. That would be my guess, that they would want to collect samples from the stream. That would just be my guess. So I don't work for them. I don't know. The biggest valley. There's some big valleys on the moon. There's a really cool one right here, though. Alpine Valley here. Let's see if I can get it pulled in properly. Right, here's Alpine Valley. Hopefully you can see it okay. Very cool. What do you think about our quasi-moons? Can you see those with your telescope? Nah, you need bigger telescopes to be able to see them. They're really small. Most quasi-moons are really small. There's some that you can pick up, but you got to be really, really accurate on detecting them. Yep, really beautiful part of the moon, though. These just these mountain ranges are stunning. Right here near the top, this is going to be where Mount Huygens is. This is the highest mountain range, or the highest mountain peak on the moon itself. Do you still like the Chiefs? I do like Chiefs. Asteroids create the holes in the moon. Most of them are from asteroids, and then you also see now we get like a lot of micrometeorites impact the moon non-stop. They're very small, they're like sand particles and whatnot. You also see evidence of comets that impacted the moon, and then also space trash now, rocket boosters. That's pretty crazy. Will it be possible for you to view 3i Atlas? Yes, in November we'll be able to. We're coming right up on it. How high is that mountain peak? I think it's like 17.5, roughly 17,500 feet. It's really high. It is a tall mountain peak. Really tall mountain peak. Let's see if I can move this over here a little better. Okay. Why is it only our moon that doesn't rotate? Our moon does rotate. Everything in the universe, everything in the cosmos appears to rotate. We don't observe anything that doesn't rotate. Yeah, the moon's about between a third to a quarter of the size of Earth, yeah. It's relatively large. It's about the same size as the United States, though. United States, like Australia or Russia, kind of like the Russia size as well. Yo, what up, Juicy? How you doing? How's everything going? Hi, Marcy. Some weird article on claiming the Earth had 2 moons until 2030. We actually have a lot of quasi-moons right now. That was a misrepresentation. That whole Earth has 2 moon thing is definitely not factual. By no means. We have 7 quasi-moons before that one, making 8 quasi-moons, and then we have our moon. So we technically only have 1 moon. Then we have quasi-moons. 25 P97 Douglas. For now, since P9 PN7 is pretty bad naming. Oh, yeah. Sky puffs and cheers tonight. Yeah, same here. We like it just cleared up finally this evening, and I seen the moon. I'm like, oh my goodness, I found the moon tonight. I was excited. I was super excited to see it. I've gotten to see them except for artistic interpretations. Yeah, absolutely. Don't let any Sam in this channel, pretty please. What the heck? Just kick anybody out with the name Saturn. Is that road? Yeah, this is the moon live right now. Now, we've been on the moon more than once when it comes to humans. 12 people have walked on the moon. No, thanks, Bono. Appreciate it. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. Yep, there's a lot of photographs of the far side of the moon. The first one was back in the 1950s from USSR. The fork in the road? I'm not sure what the fork in the road is. I have to look at that one. I'm not too sure which one that is. I'm not really sure what that one is. Is it supposed to be spinning? It does spin. It's a really slow rotation, though. It takes 27 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes to make one rotation. Diameter of the circle, the impact crater. Oh, I couldn't tell you on the ones that we're looking at. Like the one right here on the right side is massive. That's getting close to like 100 miles, roughly. That's a massive one. Three eyes, not where we can observe it yet. I can't. So the most I can zoom out is like right here. It's the most I can actually back up on the moon. That's the most zoom out that I have with this setup. I really kind of zoomed in with the moon, but get to enjoy some beautiful features when it comes to the moon, though, for sure. Making it really gorgeous. Moon where we first landed? Yeah, we'll go over to the Sea of Tranquility. Gonna walk over here a little bit. There we go. This is about the size of Texas. The sea here, the Sea of Tranquility, is about the size of Texas. It's so fake it looks real. It's because it is real. Alright, later, Dom. See you soon, buddy. You don't think we can measure the size of the sun or the moon? Or also the distance from the sun from Earth? We can. We even send probes to them, so we can determine it that way now. It's a little bit better than the way that we do other things. What's it called? See, it's the Maria. These are going to be Bosniak lava regions. So ancient astronomers would look up and they seen these dark patches on the moon, and they thought it was water, and so they just started naming them the seas, the bays, and the ocean. Dark ground made of Bosniak lava. Hi, how's it going, Carly? How are you doing? How's your night? Why y'all getting kicked by the bot for tonight? Y'all are saying some crazy stuff or something. Getting a little too wild, making the bot angry. What did y'all do? Here come some clouds. No. Disappear, clouds. We don't want you. Kind of come over here for a minute. Check out this region as the clouds come through. Lower than the lighter parts, for the most part. For the most part, it's not necessarily true all the way around the moon, but for the most part, they are a lot more shallow in depth. What's my favorite impact crater? I would say Tycho. I think Tycho's really awesome. It's been a little while for a bot tonight. It really is, honestly. Can't measure distance of the moon from Earth and Sun and other planets. We wouldn't be able to shoot satellites. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Would agree. Never volcanoes, any active. So volcanic in the form of like it's seeped up. There are like lava tubes that we also see on the moon. So we know that the movement was relatively quick with a lot of the seepage of it, but it's more that the moon was impacted from large objects and kind of opened up a bit, and then the lava seeped up out of it. Can you zoom more? We might. Once the clouds kind of push through, we'll try. There's some really thin clouds going through right here. Gotta wait for them to push through. Can you look at the cat on the moon? Not in this space. We gotta wait until it's a little bit more fuller. Honestly, thank you, Lotus. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bottom right looks like a diamond ring. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Right up here. Of course, gotta get the silly clouds out of the way. Bosnick salad dressing. Dang. That's funny, though. If I bring in a little bit more light, too. There you go. The diamond ring. Name the crater in the top right, the larger one. Top right below the larger one. I'm not sure the name of that one, to be honest. I can tell you, I can see Plato right now on the bottom side. I'm not good with the impact craters in this area. The lake area is the one that we're looking at now. This is the Sea of Showers. Scope out 3i Atlas, and later on in November we'll be able to. Look inside the side behind the moon. We never look at the side behind the moon. We take photographs of the far side of the moon. That's what you're asking. The diamond ring. Oh, it's not that big. This one's probably close to like, I would say it's somewhere around 60 miles or so. What part of the solar system has never been seen? I mean, I guess it's going to be the definition. Like, there's a lot of parts in the solar system that's never been seen because most things are translucent. You're talking about like never seen an object within? I don't know, kind of that's the context you're trying to ask. Oh my goodness, bye. Trying to get the oh, you seen a bird go through? Yeah, another one went through too. I think Vi was doing the Men in Black deal there. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking he was doing the Men in Black quote. I don't know what is inside the moon from the seismometers. Seismometers give you a good idea of what's inside. Actually filming this in space. I mean, we are in space, but definitely not like I'm here on Earth, though. India? Talking about the Indian lander? Dang, you guys keep getting muted by the bot. Quit using caps. Where did you get this telescope? This one you can pick up from Celestron directly. Have you ever caught the lunar wave phenomenon on video? I have not. Silly clouds. Looks like it's starting to clear up a little better now. Oh, you know what? We're going to be getting in the trees too here quickly. That's probably what we're seeing kind of waving in. So we ain't got much longer to enjoy the view. Gonna have a tree blocking our view here shortly. Come up here to the can you guys see it right there? Looks like a sword, or kind of come in a little closer for you. Check that out right there. Kind of like a sword or a musket on the moon. Spamming cap, someone that just types everything in capitalization. This is the moonlight, yep. From a C2021 comment, Leonardo. Oh no way, that's really cool. That's really cool. The moon sword, yeah, the moon sword. It's really cool. So this is like a fissure on the moon itself. It's really cool to get to see it though. Pretty cool feature. Love La Luna. Luna's awesome. Not much to not love when you look at the moon. Definitely a gorgeous moon. We have a really beautiful moon. Have a really gorgeous moon. Like even this view right here. That's stunning. Away from Earth, you mean not always dark, is it? No, it's not always dark. It also is illuminated 50% of the time. Line in the moon, that was a fissure. Areas where where you get a little bit of compression per se. Causes a little ridge. C11 telescope. Beautiful C11. Really nice telescope. Can I come back a little bit? There we go. Looks very cool. Yeah, I definitely liked it. Like a horizontal meeting. Yeah. Yep. The name of the moon in English, the moon. Moon. Spanish, Luna. And you get the moon. Different names of it. Depends on the language you speak, but since you're speaking English, it's the moon with capital M. Yep, Leonardo was from the Work Club. Alright, sounds good, Desi. Sounds good. Have a good night. In Australia, you see it upside down, yep. You're welcome, Darren. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Silly tree going to be taking over the view really quickly. So we're about to lose the view of the moon. There's a fly in here flying around near my head. That's frequent impact still. It does, yep. Now, the scientific name of the moon would be moon in English, Luna in Spanish. It depends on the term, or Latin, I should say. Luna in Latin. Just depends on the language. Just the language. The name of the language. Moon in English, Luna in Latin, Mond. There's all kinds of different names for the moon. Ever see anything weird? People in my chat. Now the little one doing great. He's doing wonderful. Today was awards, so he got some awesome awards from school, got all A's, so he was all excited. It was really awesome. It's more like a rabbit. Oh, yeah. A lot of people over there definitely say they see the rabbit on the moon rather than the man on the moon. Absolutely. Yeah, Luna is Spanish. It's a Latin term. Any planet like Earth? That's a good question. Not that we know of. Not one that's exactly like Earth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's super excited. Really good thing. Doing really well in school. It was thought to come from staring at the moon, yeah. Yeah. Is a name in Snoop Dogg? Moon Dizzle? Yeah. Moon Dizzle. Yeah. See how that, there's a tree branch here now, starting to block our view. A leaf starting to cause it harder to be able to see. Do you see anything suspicious? People in my chat are definitely sus. Thanks, hello. I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate that. Do you have any qualifications or just a hobby? I got qualifications for chewing on my toenail for sure. Have you ever seen any weird flights or just plain weird stuff looking at the moon? I have not. I've never actually got to see some of the different phenomenons that are captured, though. There are definitely things that are captured like that, though. How the moon was created, can you explain it? You'd have to look up the Great Impact hypothesis, which is now the leading theory. The leading scientific theory would be from an impact from an object about the size of Mars. It's called Theia. But you can look up different things about it. That's really good on the moon. He did. Absolutely. There's plenty of evidence that you can go down and explore about landing on the moon. Shouldn't it move if you can keep your lens still? Shouldn't it move if you keep your lens still? I mean, if you keep your lens still, but we're tracking it through the sky, though. This is us tracking it. If we turned off the tracking, then let me show you what it looks like if we turn off tracking, obviously. So if we turn off tracking, then that's what happens. But with the mount that we have with the telescope set up, we can track it through the sky. See you next moon. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Honestly, thank you. Kelly says, never went to the moon. That's fine. You can feel the way you want. Science doesn't care about your feelings at the end of the day. It doesn't stop us from making progress. Tower top right corner. That's a central peak. Inside that big impact crater up there, it's called a central peak. We could never ever pass through the radiation belt. See, Kelly believes in science to the point, except where she don't believe in science. It's pretty well. Like, you honestly don't believe in science, Kelly? I guess that's like on a true. Well, like, I don't know if you're trying to troll or not, but do you not believe in science itself or what? Oh, never mind. You got kicked and booted. There's a face, middle right side. Gotcha. Closer you can see your mom. Cool story. If I zoomed out, I'd probably be able to see your mom though. Could you get the image sharper? We got a tree coming through. We're at the tree branches, so it's going to be really hard to be able to see. Hard for you to get to believe in science, but always run to the hospital emergency. Yeah, and you can use like a cell phone that's made from rocks and actually send the messages. Yeah, got tired of it. I know. Some people just get a little... Gets old after a while for sure. Is that the moon or pizza dough? It's pizza dough. Can I ask how you're able to get these? So this is a telescope. This is a C11 telescope I'm using currently. If you do an exclamation point telescope, it should come through. How can all craters be the same depth? They're not. They're not the same depth. I think that's kind of actually clear by looking here. You can see some a little bit deeper than others. But sure. Someone says, where's the flag? Question mark. Moonlight was fake. So it's like you ask a question, just give their own response. I mean, you're going to believe whatever you want. I don't really give a crap what you believe. At the end of the day, like, no one really gives a crap about what your beliefs are. I do believe sense and morality should more cooperate. The problem is with morality, you're talking about a person. Science itself is a method. It's not a person. People like to rage bait. Yeah, absolutely. Wrong sentence question at your door. Cool. I think I need to go read Romans 5, 6, 7. That's pretty easy to actually spell out there too, huh? All the different impact craters are the same depth. Not true. Not true at all. It goes down to 7 miles deep. So you got things from like the depth of sand down to 7 miles deep. There's a flag in the Sea of Tranquility yet. Can't get through the bands. Like rock stars wouldn't let anybody through. Is that what you're saying? Anyway, it don't matter. Interview by Colin said I watched it up on the hood. Yeah, that is correct. He did say that. Because it was an animation when they were actually landing. That's pretty well known. See, I think that's the part where you didn't understand it, Michelle. You didn't actually go and watch the actual video. You didn't understand the full context. You're just taking that short aspect of what he said. This is what makes you look ignorant, though, at the end of the day. Don't repeat things that you see without verifying. This is one thing I would always tell anybody. Always verify. Trust but verify. It would be a very smart thing. Because if you go through that text of saying what you're saying there, it looks kind of silly. You're in school for astrophysics. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's super awesome. It's fake, said Duke. Okay, cool story. If it was fake, I wouldn't have a tree blocking us. Go watch the video. I know what video you're speaking of. I don't have to go watch the video because I know the true video you're speaking of. He talked about how the animation showed him letting air. Like we see that all the time with animations. It's a graphical way to describe where things are located before they're actually there. Again, I think you need to go watch the video yourself. It's kind of like you say the thing I want to tell you. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. It'd help you out a lot. But don't know the names of creators. You need to respect people watching too. Wait, hold on. Wow, you're rude. We're watching, supporting you, acknowledging what you claim you know with the parent qualifications, but don't know the names of creators. I don't know the names of the 120,000 different named impact creators. I know several of them, just don't know all of them. If you think I'm supposed to know all of them, then I think you're full of it too. Yo, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Well, if they did land on the moon, they didn't film it. Not when they land on the moon, because no one's ever been there. How would you film it? How to be Again, go watch the video. It's just easier to do. Go watch the video. I think you got to watch the whole video, because I can take the smallest context of anything. Just go watch the actual video where this was coming through. And I think you'll understand at that point. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm not here to change your mind or anything, but if you're going to say one thing, then just make sure you go back and watch the actual video you're trying to reference. Then you have an understanding of what was being said. I think it would make it look a little better for you. Watch it live. It's awesome, Johnny. Yeah, I'm definitely not your therapist. I can definitely say that. Van Allen belt, radiation belt, you can't get through them. I mean, you can't stand by a telescope or next to your microwave, but you do, right? Anyways, you guys are pretty fun for sure. It always does kind of, I always find it funny that you would think looking at the moon would bring people together, but it seems to cause more people to drift off into reality. It's just kind of, a lot of people find learning. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. What video you're referencing to watch? He was talking about the one where Armstrong said that you weren't able to see us land on the moon. You were watching the animation, which was, speaking of the animation, is seeing where the lander was compared to where the moon was itself. It's taking a small part of the context of him saying, well, obviously no one was on the moon, so you had to see an animation where when we were landing on the moon, which was the actual context. But instead of taking that context of understanding there, it's just, they're saying, he says, you didn't see us land on the moon, it's just an animation. Well, right, that's kind of what happened. There's an animation showing how close they got to the moon, and then eventually the camera came out and you started actually seeing it. They wanted Russia and China to chill and think we beat them, but they verified it, so that's pretty wild, ain't it? Pretty crazy, because you gotta remember, Russia was able to go there and actually verify with their own cameras that we actually got there. Cutting range base is not real humans, that's possible. Not saying that we didn't land on the moon. Video, but it is fake. Broadcast it to full people. I mean, you can take it however you want. Doesn't matter to me. Why are you shaking? We're tracking it through this guy. To have an animation get past is real. Yeah, I agree. But context can be inconvenient sometimes. That's true. That's really live, it is. Like, I honestly don't care what you guys want to believe, if we landed on the moon or not. Like, it don't matter to me either way. It don't matter to me whether you want to believe it, not believe it. I don't care. Like, it don't matter to me at the end of the day. Can we watch Russia? We can. Yeah, we can actually see it, not just from Russia, by the way, but you can also go look up India. India captured some really amazing photos of the stuff on the moon. But India, Japan, Russia, China all took photograph stuff on the moon. How are we seeing this right now? Through a telescope. Could be to drive the rover on the moon. I think that'd be really cool. Honestly, I think that'd be really cool. See my Xbox there after bad game. He gets so mad and just kick it up that way. That's so funny. That's so funny. Hopefully I got the rest of it up here. Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit more wild as we get closer to that tree. It's gonna block our view. It'll block our view here soon. Looks like a landing strip. Oh, I get you. The one on the right side? Is that what you're talking about? Or no? There's a couple of different things. Oh, I think I see which one you're saying at the bottom. Right next to where the 3 impact craters are. I got you. That's a pretty good sized telescope. This is an 11-inch telescope here. Point the Hubble telescope to see any future landings to avoid atmospheric aberration. Like, it would help, obviously. But the best thing, obviously, would be the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter is actually going around the moon. It's a satellite going around the moon, taking photographs and laser distance measurements and height measurements and stuff like that. It'd be a lot better to use satellites than it would be even just a Hubble, to be honest. This is the moon, yeah. What causes the wobble? The atmosphere. Just atmospheric turbulence. Do you think the moon's hollow? We know it's not hollow. It has an iron core. Has a little iron core. That's horrible. Dang, dude, can't believe you said that. Is that the thing that you're seeing? What's that? We're looking at the moon right now. That's what you're asking. Hanging out with the moon. You know what secret we found on the moon? Oh, you went to the moon. I got you. I didn't realize you went to the moon. My bad, dude. Respect. Move your telescope. I am. Every now and then I gotta. Hello, moon. There's a beautiful moon. Moon and clouds now. You can see some of the clouds going through now. Sounded like a bell. It didn't sound like a bell. We've seen it visually, like it looked like a bell. Not that it sounded like a bell, but visually reference itself. Vibration would be the better term. It's actually a better term to say we've seen the vibrations, the continued vibrations during the impact, then it ring like a bell. I think that's what causes most confusion, is using the term like ring like a bell. That kind of causes a little bit of confusion on what does that actually mean. Should be a stream of Earth from the moon. Maybe in the future we'll have one. I mean, we have it from other things. Japan takes a photograph of our planet like every 8 seconds or so. You can check that out. That's like actually really cool to see. Yep, no atmosphere means no sound. Okay, gotta have some kind of reverberation. Yep, absolutely. What altitude and longitude are we looking at? Honestly, I couldn't tell you on the moon. I got no clue just by looking at the moon. Why are you looking at the moon? Because it's beautiful. What's the farthest celestial body you can see with your telescope? It's a good question. Honestly, it's a good question. Ringing like a bell makes it seem like it's hollow. Not really. At the end of the day, it don't. Once you get down to the science and the business of what's going on through the reverberation of the seismic waves, it don't reference that at all. Oh, it sits in front of you in a theater. That's true, D-Viz. That is so dang true, man. And not only that, but we also got the trees now that we're getting so close to. You can see like that right there, that dark shadow. That's going to be like one of the tree branches now starting to wave in front. Plus, on top of that, we got the clouds. You're hoping to see Andromeda tonight, but it's raining for you? Dang, it's been raining here for like 4 to 5 days. It's been wild. Can you show us other planets too, please? We would be able to, as long as we didn't have clouds. We got to see how the clouds go tonight. 4 full hour, yeah. But it didn't sound like a bell. This is the incorrect statement, Chris. It didn't sound like a bell. It was seen through seismometer, my bad. And it seemed like a vibration is what you actually see. It's not that it rang like a bell. Didn't sound like anything. Should add that. No, it didn't sound like a bell. The visual aspect is what looked like a bell. It didn't sound like a bell. It appeared to look like a bell was ringing when you look at the vibration that was going through. So it's the same thing, like if you take a big old gong and hit it, and you've seen that vibration that went through. You heard we were going back. That's right. Artemis 3. Hey, First Gun, how's your night? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, reverberated. Absolutely. I'm going by the holy word. You can go for whatever words you want. It don't matter to me. At the end of the day, like, you can have your own truth. That's fine. That's fine with me. Hi, Sammy. How you doing? How's your night? That explains why they did hard time placing the flag. You heard a podcaster say the Earth is ascending? Because it would be peaceful. That's sometimes true. That is sometimes true. As a human, doesn't supersede God's. Dude, I don't really care. We don't do politics or religion in here, though, at the end of the day. Like, here we just do us. We don't do politics or religion at all. Wait back, lemon pepper, chicken, mac and cheese. Oh my goodness, dude, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Heard advice you can see anything left on the moon. If you get a probe up there. Which there are some now for sure. There's some probes up there that are now taking photographs of things on the moon. There's even private companies starting to send stuff up there, but you can look up like India, Japan, Russia, China. India did one of the best though. India definitely took some of the better photographs of the objects on the moon. It'd be a good place to go look. Look up India's, their, man, I can't even remember their lander name, but number 2, it did a really good job at taking photographs. Actually, we live on Earth without the moon. Would we be able to live? Maybe, maybe not. There's no true answer to it. Honestly, don't know. Earth would be a different place without the moon. It would be a completely different place without the moon. But could humans live here? That's a tough question to answer. Do we have any plans to go back? We do. Artemis 3. You had some deer in the George Foreman? Dude, that's awesome. That's so awesome. I mean, the echo is rolling. Oh yeah, sound like a bell making a ring. Have the tone of the bell ring. Correct. Absolutely. Yeah, just the reverberation, or just basically the vibration. The simplest term you can go to is vibration. But y'all, we are not going to be able to see it anymore. The tree has 1. I could barely make it out on my side. I'm turning up some brightness here. The tree has 1. That was the end of that for now. Let me see if I can see something real quick though. I don't know how many clouds or how much our clouds are tonight, but let me see if I can do this properly. I was really good at this. Be able to pull this off, but we'll find out. Let me try. Swing over here real quick. I want to slow down the camera, get a little bit more brightness. We swing over. Oh, it landed. It did land. It did land. Let me try to move it over a little better. Silly cloud right now. Can't do too much when the cloud's coming through. Hold it here for a second until the clouds push. Oh, thanks, Jody. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There we go. See if it'll come through a little better here. I can make out Titan a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see Titan. I can barely make it out. The clouds are just way too much. That's kind of what I was thinking tonight was going to look like, though. It's supposed to be relatively cloudy still tonight. It'd be really hard to get the view. Yeah, this is Saturn currently. A little bit of Saturn, but a ton of clouds flying through. It'll be hard to get any kind of view. It's easier to obviously see like the moon and the sun when we have clouds, but when it comes to something like Saturn, you get these thicker clouds. It's really tough to get. Yeah, the Saturn emoji, nice, brother. I forgot to put on the cloud emoji. I need to make sure I do that. Need to make sure I do it. It's all dark, yeah, the clouds. Mission to Mars, really interesting. I don't think I've seen. Wait, which one? I'm trying to think which one that one was. Is that with the helicopter? No. I did finally watch The Martian, the movie The Martian. It took me like a week to actually finish it. It was a boring movie. That was a really boring movie. You seen the full moon this past week? Dang. Anyway, you got. What up, Roxy? How you doing? Yeah, where he's trying to do that. Yeah, it was super boring. You weren't blown by it, yeah. Like I honestly think it was worse than Interstellar. Interstellar at least put me to sleep. Martian, I couldn't even do it. I just kept turning it off. Like after about 10-15 minutes of watching, I turned it off. Like, oh my goodness. The concept of the spacecraft though was really good. I definitely like the spacecraft. Something at least. That is true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Hey, what up, Ray? How you doing? Your physics is. I just can't do Interstellar. It's just I thought it was too much of a chick flick. I thought it was way too much of a chick flick. Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, bud. Nice view of Saturn when it's there. When we can get the view. That's pretty much it, though. I think that's the end of the. Like for us, it's gonna be the end of the night. Real question will be: will we try to set up the other? Man, that cloud came through really fast. Dang. Martian was a. Yeah, I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was that good of a movie. It's like disappeared on its own, huh? That cloud really came in thick. But the question will be, what will I do here next? It's possible we'll do a member stream here in a bit and test out the new setup, one of the new setups, and jack around a little bit, maybe. We'll see how that goes. If we do, we got to wait a little bit longer. Hopefully, we get some decent stars out. We'll test out tracking on the other guide scope and stuff. Thanks, Isabel. Thank you so much, Isabel. With Star Trek, oh man, I don't know that I have a hard time with claiming favorites. Like I honestly do. I have a hard time on claiming what is my favorite of almost anything. It's really kind of hard to do. I got an Aperture 88. Oh, dude, that's so nice. That's super nice. You like Contact, Amber? Contact was definitely my favorite. I definitely like Contact. I think Jody did a really good job on it. Why Russians never... I mean, they did with probes. They never did with people, though. They had a little bit of a harder time financially when it came to that kind of stuff. Money always matters at the end of the day. Always matters. Oh, what a creepy dude. Hi, Julia. How are you? How are you? Any more at once watch a 3-day marathon? Oh, no. Never again. I got you. Yeah, money definitely matters. India landed on the moon as well with a probe. A lot of countries have sent probes. Russia was the first one to get to the moon as far as like probes go, though. Russia was... We should actually claim USSR, right? But they did a really good job on space exploration. They were the first in almost anything when it came to space exploration. Gaseous spheres, they are not. The moon's not a gaseous sphere itself. Yeah, it's a rock. BSG is your favorite? Which one's BSG? BSG. I'm trying to think what BSG is. Yeah, on for just a bit, Julia. We're pretty much near the end now. The clouds are going to keep winning. It's back. It is back. I appreciate it, Chris. Thanks, bud. Money makes the world go round yet. Also puts people on the moon. Checking out Saturn yourself right now. Nice. Super awesome. Yeah, this is Saturn out there. Saturn doing Saturn stuff. Oh, Battlestar Galactica. Dang. I got you, BSC. I got you now. I got you. Never seen it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it either. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen it either. All right, y'all. I may just call it the night for now. For members, though, there may be a live stream here later, depending on if we can clear up enough. We'll try the other setup. There's one thing I wanted to do, but I don't know that I'd be able to pull this off. With the clouds. Maybe it's something I'll do tonight. Let me try something, though. Let's try just to try. Let me pull up a camera here. I kind of want to see if I can see R2 Swan, Comet Swan. See if I can hit it real quick. Hey, Tony, what's up, brother? What up, man? Let me check this. The secret they found on the moon was rocks. Love it. That's funny. It's actually really funny. Let me try to reposition Saturn in the guide scope as well. See how this looks. Yeah, it should be close enough. Let me see if I can hit this. I doubt it with the I doubt it because of the clouds. I couldn't even see the moons around Saturn. I doubt we'll be able to see Swan, but it's a good check. Let me see if I can see anything here. Grab a little bit more light. Yeah, it's really cloudy right here, where I'm looking at currently. Ton of clouds where I'm looking. I'm seeing Swan in the view. Dang. I thought it'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool. How is this even real? The Earth doesn't orbit the moon. The moon orbits the Earth itself. The moon orbits Earth. We don't orbit the moon. Yeah, I can't. It looks like there are too many clouds right here in my view. Let me swing back over here real quick. Might be able to see a little bit more of the moon. It's gonna be in the trees, I'm almost sure. Yeah, it's definitely in the trees. Dang trees. No, on Earth, on Terra. Nice. Nice, nice. Yep, always politics. Always, for some reason. All right, y'all. I think let's just call it for now, because ain't much I can do right now. But we'll see. Members, hey, and by the way, if you are a member not in the Discord yet, make sure you jump in the Discord. Once we're done here, go into my page here and look in the post. You'll see the members link to be able to join Discord. Then jump in there. Here in a bit, we'll probably do a members only stream, testing some of the equipment, the other setup. We'll see how this goes. But we shall see. And if you're in Discord, of course, I'll let you guys know what the plans are as the night goes on. But clear skies, y'all. Tomorrow night looks awesome. Looks like we're going to clear up tomorrow night here in Kansas City area. So we should be able to do a lot of cool stuff. D-Viz, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, brother. Again, tomorrow night, probably the moon and Saturn will be our two main targets that we'll look at first. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And also, I really want to try to capture Swan, the Comet Swan, tomorrow night, which is not too far away from where the moon's located. So we shall see. Clear skies, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Bye. Pendleton, Oregon. Oh, I appreciate you, Anthony. Glad to have you, bud. We'll see y'all tomorrow night for sure.